Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here, your American contact for horse racing selections for the Breeders' Cup at Delmar for Saturday, the 2nd of November. Well, I'm using my extensive knowledge of American form. I've spent hours doing this. Tireless, thankless work. Not really. I've had a look through, and I like some of the horses. I've used the same kind of things that I've used that I apply to the UK racing, like the Racing Post ratings. Is a horse underestimated? Do I think it could run a place? Do I think it could win? And I've applied that to the American. So what I've done is, I'm not going to keep you too long. So I'm very quickly going to talk you through the horses. If I can remember why I picked them, I'm going to tell you. But what I want you to do is, I want you to look at the horse for yourself and see if you agree. So what I've done is, for some of the races, I've actually looked at the more fancied horses and decided, could there be a bit of a boil over? Could they go off too quick? Could it be set up for a deep closer? I know what a deep closer is. Hey, when I used to back the American horses years ago. So could it be set up for a deep closer? Are the dark horses in other races? Well, I haven't done it for this particular reason, but the dark horse is the last horse I'm going to give you. And I tell you what, that horse, I think it's ran 7 or 8 times every single Racing Post rating from its debut to its last run has improved. There has been no dips in form. It has improved with every single run. I shall tell you that at the end because it's the last selection. I'm not keeping you here for the sake of it. So let me get into it. So currently, I've gone against what I said. I put the bet on now. I've gone for a 5 pence each way. Lucky 63. I might have another go a bit later on, dependent on the returns. I think we put about 50 quid on for the day. So don't forget my other videos. I shall put them in the cards, and I should put them all at the end of this video so you can see them. So let me get into it. So it's a 5 pence each way, lucky 63. The first selection is Zeitlos. I've left the price in the 7 o'clock at Delmar, paying 4 places instead of 3. Right, I believe this horse is a deep closer. There are a number in this race where, in fact, just give me a second and I shall tell you exactly why. So I'm just clicking on my laptop and I'm going to click on. So the favourite in this race is the Chad Brown Ways and Means. So Zeitlos, it's won its last 2 races. It last ran 28 days ago. So it's trained by Steve Asmussen, top American jockey in the past, decent trainer as well. He's also got the second favourite, but maybe this horse is a bit of a cover. So there could be quite a lot of pace in this race. So this horse, Zeitlos, it tends to settle in the rear. But also what it is, or what it has been doing is, it's been racing over a shorter distance than Delmar 7 furlong. It's been racing over 5.5 furlong, 6.5 furlong, and it's a closer. So I'm thinking that this step up in trip might actually help it, and I believe it could pick off a number of horses just as the tiring. I know sometimes they don't even get involved, but they could get the pace wrong in some of these races because today's really the big day. There's a lot at stake, and funny things can happen. So Zeitlos is the first selection. The second selection is Star of Mystery, and once again I've left the price in the 7.41 at Delmar, and they're paying 4 places instead of 3. So this horse, it's got a tongue strap. It's Charlie Appleby, ridden by William Buick. It's drawn 6. It's number 6. So the favourite in this race is 6-4, and it's Cogberg. But that is surrounded by English horses. You've then got Bradsell, full of pace, but drawn 12. You've got Believing. First time, it says tongue strap, blinkers, then a 1. I don't know if it's first time tongue strap and blinkers together, or whether it's just first time blinkers. But Star of Mystery, drawn 6. So what I think this horse will do is, it's normally a closer, and once again you've got Billy Loughnane, who is a cracking jockey. In fact, forget that. It's not riding it. It's Ryan Moore. So I imagine he won't go off too quick. But you've got Bradsell with Holly Doyle on board, where it should set or help force a quick pace, but it's drawn 12. You may get a number of these horses, including Big Evs, that might come back to the field. You might see Big Evs improve because I think it was drawn wrong last time, and so was Makarova. And Makarova went on to win the Prix de l'Abbey at Longchamp. So you might see an improvement with Big Evs, but I think the horse to look out for is Star of Mystery. There will be a lot riding on this horse, to be fair, because it's the Charlie Appleby and Godolphin. So this horse ran a cracker last time, ran at Keeneland over 5.5 furlong. It will be closing, and it's got William Buick on board. He has ridden this horse many a times, and it seems to really improve since it's left the UK. It was been running at Meydan, so it was rated 103 at the end of last summer at York. wasn't really going anywhere. It was Racing Post ratings of 92, 94. Then it went for the winter to Meydan, and then it improved with 102, 107, 102, then finally 111 on the 30th of March at Meydan. It then went to Saratoga, I'm guessing that track is. And it improved both runs. It was beaten 3 3/4 lengths by Cogburn, which is the favourite in this race. And then it improved and won a race at Saratoga, Saratoga over 5.5 furlongs with a Racing Post rate of 113. I believe this horse could mop up the placings if they go off too quick, and they're paying first 4. It's currently round about 10 to 1. The third selection is Awesome Result in the 8:21 at Del Mar in the Breeders' Cup Distaff. The fourth selection is Wingspan. This is another horse that is on the improve, but it must improve to get competitive. I'm hoping that Wingspan goes straight to the front and is never out of the first 3. So it's Wingspan in the 9:01 at Del Mar in the Breeders' Cup turf, paying 4 places instead of 3. I do think it's got a decent chance, but as I said, it's got to improve. But Aidan O'Brien's horses are currently running very well, generally, at the Breeders' Cup. The fifth selection is Next. Right, this is a bit of a tricky one. It's not the dark horse, but it is a dark horse. It's an interesting one because I wish they were paying first 4. So this horse is Next at 20 to 1 in the 9:41 at Del Mar, in the Breeders' Cup Classic. So this is where the big guns are at. The City of Troy, the Fierceness, and Forever Young. So we're looking for something to underperform. Well, there'll be a lot of butterflies, a lot of shaky hands, a lot of mistakes being made. Well, this horse is kind of, I'll tell you what it is. Right, I'm going to use the word, but don't jump on me straight away. It's a kind of Frankel, but not to the standard Frankel, that is running against Class 6 runners at Southwell. It's absolutely laughing its opposition, but in a much lower level. That wasn't a very good analogy, but I think you know what I mean. It's well in its comfort zone, absolutely destroying lesser opposition. But the horse is used to winning, and winning by a very long way. Well, this horse has got a dreadful draw. Otherwise, if this horse had got a better draw, like middle pack, and they were paying first 4, this would be my nap. I think this horse has got that used to winning, winning that I think it could be hard to peg back. It's got that winning mentality now. Don't get me wrong, it's running against better horses, but I think it's interesting. At 20 to 1, I don't think we can ignore it. It should be up there in my opinion, but it's got to be because it's got a wide draw, which isn't ideal. I think it's got the worst of the draw. So we want it to be up there and difficult to pass. I believe one of the first 3 in the betting will underperform. Will City of Troy not handle the dirt? Will the day get to either Forever Young or Fierceness, or will it get to the jockeys? Will they make big mistakes? They could even stumble out the stalls like one of them did yesterday. Was it Al Qudra? No, it wasn't Al Qudra. It was another horse. Stumbled out of the stalls. I know James Dawn nearly fell off on Al Qudra. Anything can happen in these big races. So yeah, I've gone for Next. And the final selection is the most interesting one. And I'll tell you what, I really like this one. And it's Beautiful Love. Right, just give me 1 second and I'll explain it more. Don't disappear just yet, because you'll want to know what to expect. So it's Beautiful Love. I've actually took the price of this one, and I didn't mean to take the price of the last one, but who knows what's going to happen with the prices. So it's Beautiful Love at 18 to 1 in the 10.25 at Delmar. It's the Breeders' Cup, filly and mare turf, paying 5 places instead of 3. So this horse is drawn on, I believe it's drawn 1. Yeah, this horse is drawn 1. It's got Oisin Murphy on board. I don't know how many decent mounts Oisin Murphy's got or had. So this horse is improved with every single run. So there was a horse back in one of the other races that I was looking to see how that had improved. Well, I think it was Believing. Well, I couldn't back Believing because I think it's got a wide jaw and first time headgear or tongue strap, whatever it was. But it was beaten 3.5 lengths at Musselburgh. I'm thinking 3.5 lengths at Musselburgh, and now it's at the Breeders' Cup. But obviously, the horse has improved. But let me get back to Beautiful Love. So this horse will be on the inside. This horse has improved with every single run. It was 94 favourite on its debut last August, August 2023, and it was beaten. But then it's improved since. It was only rated 86 at the end of last season. Came placed on heavy ground in a listed race. However, it went to Meydan over 7 furlongs, improved, and then it ran again at Meydan and it won by 6 lengths. Didn't post a great racing post rating. It posted 93, but then since it's gone to Saratoga, and there's a racetrack I should have looked at. It's Belmont at the Big A. So I'm guessing that's Belmont. So then it posted a racing post rating of 97, and then 107 winning by a length, and then 114 beaten a length and a half. So it's still on the improve, in my opinion. Its last racing post rating was 114. So I'm going to tell you. So the favourite is 3 to 1, which is Cinderella's Dream. Yep, I'm fully aware that it's also got the favourite. That means nothing to me. They're after the prize. They're after the breeding lines. So Cinderella's Dream is the favourite. So Cinderella's Dream has only achieved a racing post rating of 116, which is only 2 points above what our selection has achieved so far. So this isn't a forlorn hope. So we're drawn 1. The paying first 5 is 18 to 1. So I'll just tell you, Content is the second favourite by Aidan O'Brien. So that racing post rating is 117, but that was done 3 runs ago. It's then disappointed twice on soft ground at Longchamp, posting only 105, and then at Ascot, basically tailed off behind Calpana with a racing post rating of 91. So if you're coming into it, what seems to be out of form, I think our selection has got so many more ticks than a lot of the rest. So the second favourite, Content, has only posted 1 run that is better than our horse, and that was in it was a Group 1. I'll tell you what it was. It was a Group 1, the Yorkshire Oaks, and that was 117 at York. Its highest racing post rating, apart from that, was 111. So I'm all over this. I'm backing it again. Beautiful Love is the nap, 18 to 1 in the 10.25 at Delmar, paying 5 places instead of 3. Let me know what you think. Am I crazy? Have I not got a clue what I'm talking about? I don't mind. So I wish you the very best of luck. As I said, all the rest of the videos are about to come up in the end screen on this video. Hopefully it could be a really good day. It actually starts in about a couple of hours. So I'm on about the bets, not Delmar. So I wish you the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.